Pendulum best deck, baby, let's go! Yo, I got banned from events and this is how it went down. I did nothing wrong. I jokingly played Pendulum Infernity. Anyways, now that we made all bad Drift related jokes in 10 seconds. What's up guys, StardustYGO here. This is my Pendulum Infernity. Before we go too deep into this video, I have a combo that I will show you guys in a few seconds. That's basically just a test hand. Keep in mind that these ratios are not wholly for the Pendulum side. I don't play Pendulums, okay? So please calm down. I know the ratios probably aren't that great. I try to make it like a 3-axis Pendulum variant, which is playable. It's not great, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna overhype it. It's not great, but it's playable. It does some things. Especially the one-off Servant of Endymion is really good, but it's a one-off, which is a bit of a problem. Wish it was not a one-off, but it is, so whatever. We also run a lot of targets for the Sunbell, which also very good in this variant, possibly. If you don't get off Pendulum Call, yeah, this deck has a lot of issues, not gonna lie. But let's look at the combo first. Well, it's more like a test hand that I developed as a combo to give you an idea of how this variant works, and then I'll dig into the actual profile. So, stay strapped and watch the combo. So that was the kind of a showcase of what this deck can do. Now, arguments could definitely be made for only running 2 barriers due to the Pendulum skills make it very hard to keep up multiple barriers on top of like a Calamity. But there's a situation where I guess if you don't open Calamity, Apocalypse nowadays it's called, it used to be called Void Calamity. If you don't open this, then yeah, you probably have the room for multiple barriers. 3, but yeah, anyway. So we run a lot of level 3s. I tried matching skills, but it's kind of hard to get skills up that allow you to Pendulum summon lower levels. Harmonizing Magician is really great, it opens the door to Hulk. Well, at the same time, it summons level 3 from your deck. I really like that. I think it's great. Yeah. One mistake I made during the building of this deck is I wanted to combine this with the Soundbell, but keep in mind that this will become level skill 4 in that case. It's kind of hard to Pendulum skill in this exact variant right now. But yeah, regardless, it's a Pendulum variant of Infernity. What can I say, right? We run the Pendulum monsters I thought were great. Chronocraft, because you can just get Time Gazer from your deck, just setting up your skills. While also being a Pendulum summonable monster. At the same time when you do that, it's free card advantage basically. Harmonizing Magician can be a skill in some situations, that's also nice. It's also level 4 tuner. And of course, its effect's very good, you summon something else from the deck. 3 Magisters, good skill, it's a level 3, it's a spellcaster, that's just the reason we run it. It's also another target for the spell power mastery, if you happen to open the Servant. It's also a target to summon from the deck with Servant, that's also very important, we need a copy of this in our deck. 3 Sambel, it just has a lot of synergy with things in this deck. It's the reason you can run multiple Necromancers without breaking, although you can just easily special summon them as well. Timebreaker is just a Magician card that's a low skill at level 3. The fact does not matter. 2 Time Gazers, well, I already explained that, I think. 1 Servant, very, very solid card, very good. With 3, this relatively be a bit better than it is at the moment. It's not that reliable. This searches your Servant or it completes your skill. If you open this in Servant, you basically have full combo already. But yeah, that's sadly hard to kind of reliably do. Wish it's very easier, but it just isn't. Pendulum calls, discarding is nice, completing your skills for basically free is also very, very nice. Or just getting your Cherubini, monster's gonna go to Cherubini. Yeah, fair. So let's see, besides that, right? So that's the Pendulum call. Pendulum side, Pendulum call. Yeah, this is Pendulum call, but that's not what I meant. Anyway, 1 Archfiend, 1 Patriarch, 1 Fiendish, 1 Wildcat, 1 Harris. The Necromancer, usually you run only 1 Necromancer in this kind of engine, but nowadays, in this we run 3, you can Pendulum summon it, and this is definitely one of the ones you want to open. It's gonna just revive the Archfiend. If you open 2 level 3s and a Necromancer, you just got full combo on the spot. So running multiples and opening multiples isn't bad in this variant. 1 Avenger, 1 Mirage, Launcher, and 3 Barriers. This Infernity engine is default by now. If you want to run Infernity as an engine with another deck, this is just the rate you should go into. It's something that just doesn't change. So it's the same as in other variants that I've already posted on the channel. Probably, if I upload them in the same order I record them. Otherwise it might be a bit vague, but yeah. Basically it's optimal ratios to enable as many things as possible. We didn't run a Street Patrol in here, so you can easily just Pendulum summon stuff from our hand. Usually also run a Street Patrol. Sometimes you also run Hyris. I've run Hyris here, never mind. About to say, but we probably didn't need it, but we do. It's just attacked additionally for Void Apocalypse. Since this sends as an effect, with the second part of the effect, it kind of becomes easy to just then Pendulum summon an entire hand, boom, trigger Archfiend. It's very nice. And yeah, then we just run good spells like the Allure, Harmonizing Searchable via the Pendulum Call, which can then be banished for the Allure, fixes hands, Upstarting Into the Void, the staples as well in Infernity. You usually want to include these no matter what in your variant. Infernity doesn't mind going over 40 cards, especially with these cards, which you can just set whenever. Well, Into the Void won't allow you to draw, but especially Upstart can just be later used to draw. Into the Void, once you set it, it's kind of a waste, but yeah. It can either be another draw if you need it for your hand, or you can just set it whenever. Foolish for consistency, Void Apocalypse for consistency. Yeah, extra decks also, I think, yeah, it's just a default extra deck. Void Ogre and Savage Dragon for the level 8s. 200 dice for the combo with Mirage and Leviair, which also includes, of course, the Leviair, so we do have space. We don't need any Pendulum specific monsters. Electromite still banned, sadly. The Arclight, of course. Arclight's just, you know, this nice only negate that sometimes you can make if you open Alexander, or if you just somehow end up saving resources. There's times where you just need to go into Arclight. Yeah, 3 Sayuja, 1 Appaloosa. I mean, these make sense as well, right? 3 Sayujas just because it's optimal, but if you need to go to 3 of them, Appaloosa is just negates monster effects. Yeah. Number 6, you guys, the Timeless is basically the modern day Lavalval chain, I've said this many times before. All of its effects are basically good, except of course the doubling attack. We don't really use that, but both the first and second effect have the uses in Infernity. Lambda is just very solid as well. It's just a link to you with the highest attack, besides the Codebreaker. But the Codebreaker only has 1 arrow that you can really use this as steel in case of succession, which, yeah, we don't run. But still, I just like Lambda over Codebreaker because of its arrows. It can come up sometimes, rarely does though. Especially in this variant, you could probably run the Codebreaker. I just like running the Lambda in general because it's easy to make and has good arrows. Hulk is just needed for the Wildcat, and Cherubini is, of course, or, well, yeah, or 3X's, enabler. So this is my Pendulum Infernity list. This is optimal. Yeah, no way in hell it's optimal. But I think it's playable, I think it's cool, it's more of an experiment. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. StardustYGO signing out. Peace.